for them to bring in someone like this as with experience, with success in this style that they're wanting to do, because some of their, I shouldn't say some of them, but their most recent movies of like Justice League and Aquaman, it looks like they're trying to like go into a more not necessarily family friendly, but more lighthearted DC direction. And that's smart because they have a lot of just like goofy I mean, most superhero stuff is goofy stuff. I mean, it's like stuff that's, you know, like Ant-Man or Guardians of the Galaxy, you know, stuff that just kind of just doesn't really fit in with a more grounded, realistic setting. And so when you have characters in, you know, like the Joker and Harley Quinn and, you know, Booster Gold and Green Lantern, I mean, those, they just don't really fit well within the dark and brooding, you know, like Man of Steel or Batman vs Superman. Like it just doesn't mesh well. And I think, like I said, bringing in James Gunn is gonna, honestly, I don't see it being a failure for him. I see it being nothing but success, and I foresee once Marvel kind of moves past, you know, like these core Avengers movies and like the core like Iron Man and Thor and Captain America and Hulk, like once they're kind of phased out and they go into like these next phases with like Captain Marvel and you know, the movies that they want to move forward with, I kind of foresee the MCU like slipping and DC catching up at that point. And because I don't know, I predict, you know, once Suicide Squad comes out, and I'm sure the sequel will be a success. I feel like they're probably going to have James Gunn have his hand in, you know, pretty much every project, similar to Kevin Feige or Feige, whatever, from the MCU. And I foresee him becoming the overseer of the DC Marvel or the DC movie universe. And I see it being a lot closer of competition, and I see a lot of success in DC's future if this actually goes through and it's a success. I see him not being the joke of the two anymore, and that's what I want. Like I don't want to see DC fail, because then it's not stiff competition for Marvel. You know, like, you know, if DC does good, then Marvel's going to want to do better, and then, you know, when Marvel does better, then DC's going to want to do better, and healthy competition makes for good products. So, so yeah, James Gunn in the works for Suicide Squad sequel. Pretty excited for it. I'm really stoked. And that brings me to the end of the podcast, and this is the part where I thank all of you guys, my loyal listeners, for listening to me ramble. And yeah, like I said, guys, in every episode at the end, I always tell you, but it means a lot whenever you like, share, subscribe, comment. I enjoy having discussions with you on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Doesn't matter. I enjoy the conversations and the discussions. And if there's anything that you see noteworthy, if it's something you want me to discuss, just let me know. I'm trying to work out the kinks on recording audio conversations. So I'm hoping in the future I can take listener calls and have conversations like actual, you know, on have you guys be guest spots on episodes of the podcast. I think that'd be pretty rad. And have you guys a little bit more involved with, the process and everything. And I think that would be something that would be pretty cool. So yeah, like I said, I'm on all platforms. So if you tell somebody and they're like, oh, well, I don't have iTunes, you can tell them, well, it's on Spotify, or it's on Stitcher, it's on Podbean, it's on Google Play. Like, it's, I'm on something that they have. So, and also, just a heads up, I have launched a TeePublic shop, and I will put the link in the doobly-doo of the podcast. So, if you want a shirt, and if you want to join the Nerd Herder Army, then you can be a walking billboard for my podcast, and that's super cool. There's stickers, there's mugs, there's hoodies, all sorts of stuff on TeePublic. I love TeePublic. I have a personal shop on there as well for my own personal art that I sell, and they have good products, good customer service. I stand by their work, and I actually am getting a shirt and sticker sent to me that I went ahead and got, and I will post pictures of it when I get it, so you can see the quality and the fitting and everything of their products. Really good stuff. And so yeah, I have a TeePublic shop. I'll put a link in the doobly-doo, and I guess I'll go ahead and put a link to anything that I plugged in this episode. But anyways, guys, this is Tyler from the Scruffy Looking Nerd Herders podcast signing off, and may the Force be with you.